I just helped this creator, and this creator get over 1,000 followers on TikTok in just a 24-hour period, and the same exact thing can happen to you so long as you don't skip any of the steps I'm about to share with you. Step number 1 is you should only be posting content that has gotten a lot of views for somebody else in the last 24 to 72 hours, or at least the last few hours if it's something newsworthy, because here's the deal. All TikTok is trying to do is show people content that is similar to content that they've interacted with before in the past. If you don't believe me, I want you to try something. I want you to log on to TikTok. I want you to interact with a few posts. I want you to get off TikTok, come back on to TikTok in 30 minutes, and what you're gonna see is content from those same creators or content on those same subjects until you stop interacting with it. And this is what TikTok is doing, and this is how the TikTok algorithm actually works, which means if you understand this and you're able to take advantage of it, you're gonna get way more followers. And there are actually 2 different ways that you could do this. The first way that you could do this is just literally searching for something on TikTok and then going into the filters, filtering for this week and filtering by most liked and trying to figure out whether or not somebody has uploaded a video on that recently and how well it's done. Or what you could do is go into the Creator Search Insights tool on TikTok, go in there and do a search for something and see if there were any videos created recently that did really well. And there's actually a third way that you could do this. You can go into TikTok Studio, scroll down a little bit, and you're gonna see Creator Inspiration. Essentially what this is going to be is it's going to show you the content that your audience has interacted with in the last week or so. It's also going to show you different creators and content that TikTok thinks you should be inspired by. And guess what you need to do with all of this information? You need to take off that, and then you need to build out your content calendar for the next 24 to 72 hours. If you are trying to build out a content calendar a week in advance, 2 weeks in advance, 3 weeks in advance, or even a month in advance, you're making a massive mistake, because TikTok really cares about trends, really cares about how many people have been interacting with a certain topic lately, and if you're not honed in on that, it's destroying your reach, and it's the reason you're not getting the followers you want. And when it comes to whether or not you should be focusing on things that are trending within your niche or things people are searching for within your niche, you need to be using the 50-50 rule. What do I mean by this? That 50% of your posts go after something that's trending, and 50% of your posts go after something people are searching for, because those search-based videos will get you views 24/7 if you're able to rank for search, and those trends videos can get you 100,000, a million, even 10 million views in a really short period of time, but they do tend to die off pretty quickly. And the amount of people that are actually searching for things on TikTok has been skyrocketing recently. And this new phenomena is called social searching, because people would rather go to social media and search for something and see a good video on it versus getting some BS AI result, now that most search platforms are just trying to give people that kind of result. And this is creating a huge opportunity for content creators that are going to take advantage of this, because if you're not showing as one of those first 4 videos when somebody searches for something related to your niche, well, you might as well be irrelevant. Now, the only really annoying thing about trying to rank for search on TikTok is that TikTok doesn't actually tell you whether or not you're ranking for search, but lucky for you, today's video sponsor Metricool makes it really easy for you to be able to see whether or not you're actually ranking for search. In fact, this is really the only way that you can figure out whether or not you're ranking for search and how to create better content for ranking for search. If you haven't heard yet, TikTok is actually paying creators that rank for search extra money. In fact, they're paying them 2 to 3 times the amount of money that you would normally get paid if you just uploaded a video on TikTok. So this means that Metricool is a must-use tool if you want to get more views, get more followers, or be able to make more money from TikTok. And lucky for you, if you go to the pinned comment below, you could register for 30 days free access to any of their premium plans with code Robert. Using Metricool is an absolute no-brainer because it's going to help you rank for search. But in addition to that, Metricool also allows you to search for the best hashtags that you should be using for whatever you're going to post about. For example, if you were going to be creating a video about affiliate marketing, you'd come over to Metricool, type in affiliate marketing, and boom, it's going to show you all of the best hashtags for that. So what are you waiting for? If you want to get more views, you want to get more followers, and you want to be able to make more money from TikTok, you need to go to that pinned comment below and register for 30 days free access to any of their premium plans with code Robert. The next step that you need to make sure that you're paying attention to is you need to be uploading content in every format that TikTok is actually pushing. If we go back 3 months ago, 6 months ago, even a year ago, there was really only one type of piece of content that TikTok was pushing, and that was video content. But this has completely changed, and you need to make sure you're posting every type of content that you can so that you show up in every placement. Because if you go to TikTok right now and scroll through 8 posts, 2 of them are gonna be ads. 1 of them are going to be a live. 1 to 2 of them are going to be photos, and then the rest are going to be videos, but they may be short videos or long videos based on what you actually interact with. So what do you need to make sure that you're doing? Doing all 4 of those types of content. You need to be uploading videos that are short. You need to be uploading videos that are long. You need to be going live, and you need to be posting photos on TikTok because again, the TikTok algorithm is showing all of that type of content. So if you want to get shown over your competitors, you need to be uploading all of those types of content because let's say that you're posting and your competitors are posting, but they're not doing any photos, but you do photos. Well, now it's going to significantly increase the odds that you actually show on the For You page because TikTok is forcing itself to show certain photos. Or let's say that your competitor goes live, but you don't go live. Well, now you just missed out on showing up on somebody's For You page because they're going live and you're not. And that's exactly why you need to enhance your content strategy so you are doing all 4 types of content. When it comes to the cadence, I want to break this down for you. If you're doing a long video versus a short video on TikTok, what I would recommend that you do is do both on the same topic so you can actually figure out what type of video people want to watch for that topic. When it comes to lives, I would do this 1 to 2 times a week. You don't have to overdo it with this, but I will say the longer you're on live, the more money you're gonna make, the more views and more followers you're gonna actually get from live. When it comes to doing photo carousels, I would try to do these at least 1 to 3 times a week. And again, all you should be doing is making basically an infographic of other content that you've done before. And if you wanna really go viral on TikTok quick without having to put in that much effort, doing video memes are doing really, really well right now. And then also a photo carousel with a voiceover, because you can now add sounds to them, is also doing really well. And those 2 types of content take almost no time for you to be able to create. So if you start uploading content like that, it could be one of those really easy ways for you to put in a little bit of effort or almost no effort and boom, be able to get a lot of views and followers and basically increase the odds of you going viral. And now for the most 2 important things that you need to make sure that you're doing if you want to increase your followers. If you skip these next 2 steps, you might as well kiss growing on TikTok goodbye because it's not going to happen with this current algorithm. The next thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is focusing on binge sessions on TikTok. What do I mean by this? What I mean by this is that people are watching multiple videos while they're on TikTok and they need to be watching multiple of your videos. So here's what's going to happen. If you post something to TikTok and it does well, now TikTok is going to show that individual more pieces of your content if they stay on TikTok for more than a few minutes, which by the way, most people do stay on TikTok for more than a few minutes. But the only way that that's going to happen is if your content is linked together. And the only way that you're going to link it together is by making sure that you're creating multiple pieces of content on a topic. For example, when something big happens, like the stock market had a really big crash about a week ago, if you made finance content, it would have been a really good idea for you to make multiple videos about that so that it keeps getting served to people. Now, obviously, you probably don't make that type of content. Well, some of you might make that type of content, but you understand what I'm saying here. You need to do this for your specific niche. When something works or something does above average, you should do multiple pieces of content for it. You should be doing it multiple times because it's going to increase the odds that TikTok then actually goes ahead and pushes out that content to a lot more people. Because if you just post about a new topic every day or some new random thing every day, well then what's going to happen is TikTok isn't able to create those binge sessions and then you're going to miss out on getting more followers because for a lot of people, they need to see a piece of your content multiple different times before they actually end up following you. So it's a really good idea for you to emphasize trying to do multiple pieces of content that can get recommended to a single person. Now at this point, there's really only one last thing that you need to do, and you need to actually create an emotion in somebody so that they end up following you. And you could do this in 3 different ways. The first way that you could do this is by really entertaining somebody, making somebody laugh, and then that's going to increase the odds that they actually end up following you. The second thing that you could do is teach somebody something new. You could give them an interesting update on something that they actually care about. And again, this is going to get them to end up following you. But the third thing that you could do is add a call to action into your video that gets somebody to confirm who they actually are, because as humans, we want to stay consistent with the things that we say and the things that we do. For example, if I did a call to action into this video, I would tell you to smash that subscribe button if you want to grow quicker on TikTok. Now, obviously, you want to grow quicker on TikTok. That's why you're watching this video, and that's why I would say that. But I would do it right after the hook or right after a really interesting part, so the viewer feels like I just gave them something and I'll say, yeah, I'll hit the follow button. And you need to do that same exact thing within your content in order to increase the amount of people that actually follow. Because ideally, you should have anywhere from 5 to 10% of the people that like your content following your content. For example, if you have 100,000 likes, you should have 5 to 10,000 followers. And if you're not within that ratio, well, I want to help you. In fact, I want to help you grow quicker on TikTok, get more views on TikTok, and get monetized on TikTok. And that's exactly why I created this video right here that shares with you exactly how I could do that. Because I can audit your account, we could hop on a phone call, or I can mentor you for 30 days to guarantee you get more followers. So what are you waiting for? Click right here and I'll see you over there.